Morning, Tribulita here from Thailand. Hope you're doing well. Sorry, Cap, how are you doing? One Sao here in whatever in Thailand. Here is what Saturday morning, about 9:30 here at the moment. Yeah, how about 9:47, quarter to 10. And so I hope you're doing well. A bit of a cloudy one today, about a bit of rain. I wanted to go running, but I had to do the leaves out this morning, 6 a.m. do the brushing the leaves. And so for instance, so it's a bit cloudy. Great to go running, but I can really feel the difference when the cloud comes over in the temperatures. Again, I don't have air conditioning. I don't want it. But for instance, so you can really feel the difference. Anyway, guys, hope you're doing well. Let me just start the timer, so I'm just making certain that so I don't go over. Right, so I've got the t-shirt. The t-shirt's coming today. My new running t-shirt. Again, for instance, I'd love to wear something like this, but unfortunately, because of the weather here, for instance, you got to be dressed for the occasion. So new shorts, and I've got new t-shirt. I think it looks quite smart, to tell you the truth, and it goes nicely with the black. And so for instance, I'm quite happy with it. Anyway, So why? It's game day here. What's it called? It should be 23:30. When the game starts here in Thailand. So for instance, it's been good, and really looking forward to it. I'm really buzzing at the game, really buzzing. And again, I was watching Liverpool. I woke up, watched Liverpool, and when they went 2-0 up, you thought, oh well, there you are. And then when they went, it was 2-1, and then it was 2-2. And watching that guy, for instance, going right through the defence, right through the midfield, right through the defence, and all ball watching and things like that. But there you go. So Liverpool are going to win the league by points, are they? Liverpool bought Etiquette. Liverpool have bought foreign verts, but Liverpool forgot the back. And City have been saying it all year. They've only got 3 centre backs. They're aging for centre backs, and for instance, they look weak at the back. And so they're trying to get the guy from Isaac from Newcastle, another forward player, but they're forgetting the back. Now you could say the same thing about Man City, but we'll come back to that in a minute. But it appears that, for instance, they're struggling at the back, etc., and they're not addressing it too much. Me personally, I would say stop getting Isaac, etc., and get a centre back, because they look really weak at the moment. That's 2 games now. For instance, they look pretty bad. Okay, they came back to win it, and they by a cager who basically who's got this forgotten man who comes along, etc., and wins the game for them, and with Salah getting his 4th, which is what he usually does. Again, another quiet game. I know he had a shot in the beginning, etc., in the but nothing. I think Salah will just do what Salah does this season. He'll have a great season and he'll have an off season. I think this is his off season, and so I won't score that many goals this season, I'm sure. But anyway, I think they look vulnerable. And there was a very interesting debate I've just watched with Neddy Manua and Steve Nicol. And Steve Nicol was criticising Case's pick for the season, and he was saying Stevie Nicol saying Man City will finished 3rd. And so he said, well, why? He said, well, because you haven't addressed anything with your defence. So of course Neddy Manua comes back and said, neither of you. And Neddy Manua actually put up a good reason why Man City's defence was bad last season, and without Rodri, and also we didn't have any defenders after the Spurs game, and what was his name? Pep brought up, plus Bernardo Silva, but it was this fact that now am I concerned about our defence? 100%. If John Stones stays fit, great. Our best defender of last season is already injured, so hopefully he'll be back soon and won't be playing today. It is a concerning, especially with having no right back. But see what's going to happen. But it is one concern. But if we do get Donnarumma, I do believe, for instance, we will be better in goal. Even though we love Edison and Everton, if it's your last game today, sir, I respect you, sir, and thank you very much for your time. But as LB says, and which I was listening to LB, which is a smart thing to say, because he had a very good podcast with Big Steve, and he said, listen, if once the ball gets the fast winger gets through our midfield and he's got 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper, it's going to be a goal. So, but with Donnarumma, he's more of a shot stopper and a penalty saver. So so for instance, we'll not have that issue too much, etc. So we've got more faith in Donnarumma than Edison. Edison's great with the ball, great passing back, great but maybe Man City are looking at a different player now, or a different goalkeeper. So, but it is interesting, and I do think Man City will be different this season. We'll definitely we're different on the transition, but I think we'll definitely different in the defence as well. And if we can keep Rodri fit, and if Rodri gets anywhere close to that, we will have I think we'll have got more of a solid midfield. But we'll see. Anyway, so let's talk about the game. So Man City against Forrest at the Molineux, kick-off 5:30 UK time, 23:30 Thai time. I think it's the 23:30. And I'm predicting a 3-0 win. Pep's press conference, I thought he kind of stumbled. I think he was told by the press office to say this. If you've got to ask the question about Savinho and Edison, and and he forgot. By the sounds of it, I get the impression, because saying that Savinho even City Extra also got it wrong on Edison, because he said in the first part of his press conference that Edison and Savinho did not travel to Wolves. Only find out what I hear from Pep Guardiola. He said Savinho's not travelling because he's injured, but Edison did, and he trained like a man and a professional. He did, for instance, and he was part of that winning squad photo thing. But also, for instance, and he's travelled to Wolves because he went last night, I believe, because Erling Haaland was taking a photo of himself on the coach. It appears that, for instance, so when City Extra said, Edison and Savinho didn't travel, that's not true. So I think he'll start? The answer is no. I'll hope if Man City go 3-0 up, which I'm expecting, and he'll come on for last 15 and say goodbye to the Man City fans, because I do believe it will be his last game. But I think to start with James Trafford. But I think he's a professional. I think he'll come on and do the job. I don't think, again, for instance, I think Edison, he'll be starting. I think James Trafford will start, but you never know. Let's see what happens. But regardless, I've still got faith if he does start. But I put in James Trafford as the start. I do believe, for instance, Galatasaray will pony up the dough, as it were, and get that over and done with, get over the line, and we'll sell. I think Man City want 13 million quid for him. I think they've offered 6. I think they need to pull up there. I think we'll step at 8 if they get 8. Even though he's worth 15 million, 20 million as far as I'm concerned. But I think it's, I think his head's turned and he wants to go, and I think, so for instance, we just got to accept it, and that's it, and get Donnarumma in, because who wants to come to Manchester City? And even though United is sniffing around, he's not going to United. He's not going to a second-rate football club like United. They haven't got Champions League. They haven't got even UEFA. You haven't even got the Conference League. Why are they bleeding there with a Premier? A Champions League winner go to United? There is rumours of his salary, and I heard it was £250,000 a week. LB was talking about £400,000 a week. I don't think that's not going to work. and but I think maybe 250 or something like that. So he's going to cost a bit of money. For instance, Trafford's has got, I think he's getting £50,000 a week. But again, you've got a proven world class saver, for instance, and James Trafford can only learn from, what's it called, and be a better player. If you can bring down better people. So all these people thinking that James Trafford should be upset because if he's not starting, or where Donnarumma, or he's sat on the bench, etc. You're playing against, you're playing against you've got a world class goalkeeper coming in. So for instance, regardless of what you might have been told, and he was always going to know that, for instance, he was going to be starting number 2 behind Edison anyway. So as I go, it's up to James Trafford to come out and be his best. If you're playing for a team like Manchester City, you have to accept the fact that, for instance, you're going to have competition. And the likes of Savinho and all the rest of them, etc., who want to go because they're not going to get the minutes. For instance, well, it's up to them to be a better player. Listen to Pep, listen to the to the trainers, etc., and tell them and be a better player, and back yourself, and not go crying and say I want to transfer and go off to Spurs. We've got no chance of winning anything, apart from maybe a cup. But so for instance, and it's just a step back in your career, and I think that's what Savinho is doing at the moment. He's training at home. The second bid or the third bid that was 70 million. I heard it was rejected. I doubt that very much. I really do. If we got 70 million, I will definitely go for 70. What's it called? So I can see that happening. And again, for instance, I expect Man City to go to get the Rodrigo. Rodrigo's also linked or not linked. Arsenal are interested in Rodrigo, but Rodrigo, no chance. Regardless of what Arsenal say they're going to do, what they're going to do is actually do nothing, because they're trying to get Eze or Rodrigo, but they're just holding off on Rodrigo. Eze. Why they go for Rodrigo? Anyway, only to find out that, for instance, Eze will probably get snapped up by Spurs. Rodrigo goes to Manchester City, and they will get nobody. But they're going to sit and say, well, at least we tried. So it's typical Arsenal. And that's the reason why they'll never win the Premier League. Anyway, so going on. So, for instance, to the team selection, I brought out my team selection yesterday. For instance, and I'm going to have to change it because Guardiola's not playing, which is a shame. So I'm going to change that with John Stones as a team selection. So regardless, a lot of people were saying who put out saying Bernardo Silva's not going to say he's going to play Bernardo. So to me, it will be Trafford in goal. Ignore what's it called on the left. Be John Stones, a partnership in Ruben Diaz with Nunes on the right back. Doku on the left, Reinders and Cherki in the centre. I'd like to see Nico Gonzalez, but for instance, we've got to play Cherki, I think. Silva on the right, he's going to play Silva, with Mamouche and Haaland up front. That is my starting 11. But again, so I can't see anything different. It would be nice to see him play Gonzalez, but I think we've got to play Cherki, so offense is ahead of Gonzalez, and Silva's going to play regardless. He can always come on with you, say we can always change things round. All these people, he's got to go if he doesn't get minutes. You've got plenty of games to play. But what he did, so for instance, but other than that, talked about what else did Pep talk about? He talked about Jack Grealish, and thank you, Jack, and I wish Jack every all the luck. For instance, for instance, it's just one of those things. And as Pep says, and again, for instance, the players come and go. You just got, and it's a shame. And it's a shame I think, for instance, he didn't do enough after the treble years for me, and he's only got himself to blame. And but I do wish him well, and thank you very much, Jack Grealish, and I hope you have a successful loan period at Everton. And see how you go. There's rumours of the expected is the fact that what's his name. Macatee, he's now. I think he's put that. I think that's a done and dusted thing now. That I think he's going to Notts Forest, but also Rico Lewis is now. I thought it was Man City said they don't want to sell him, but also, for instance, they what do you call it? They've looks like they've put in submitted of 30 million quid for Rico Lewis, and Rico Lewis is keen on the move, which is again crazy. I think Forrest will struggle this season. I think they'll probably end up in the bottom half of the season because I think they just will. Mid-table, so I think you're taking his career backwards. I understand why players would do it, but my biggest problem with the football players at the moment is like fans. There is a certain degree of entitlement, and just because you broke through into the Premier League to a first team like Man City, you have that. You think, oh well, we're going to play every game, and you get your nose bent out of shape if you don't. And rather than sat there and say, well, this is my level, I need to be better, I need to be proving myself, the first thing you want to do is actually, if another side comes along, to go jump in the boat. And that's all too common with me, what I see at the moment from Premier League, some players. There's a certain degree of entitlement. And I can... with kind of Macatee, I kind of get that more than anything else. Savinho, that is definitely entitlement. For instance, he was getting better. He played okay, but he needs his end product needs to be improved. And Man City were improving him, and I expected his end product would have improved this season, only if he stayed. But if he's going to jump ship and go to Spurs and thinking that everything's going to be sunny, then no, I don't think it will be. And you might get more games, but he got 5,000 minutes there last season, etc. So I don't know what the hell he's moaning about. But the mere fact that French have a bit more competition with Oscar Bob, and he wants to jump ship, what kind of temperament is him? So again, I think Man City might be dodging a bullet, and the due diligence we normally do on our players, I think we fell for it was to go with Savinho. But if we can get 70 million for him, and we only paid 30, that's 40 million profit. I'm quite happy, and so there we go. We get Rodrigo in, and Rodri will just show him how it's done. So really pleased. He did talk about if players have not come and knock on my door, but again, for instance, he's only deflecting, doing his best to deflect, etc. But we all know that, for instance, Savinho and Edison's going, and hopefully Rodrigo and Donnarumma will be Man City players. Today I was listening to a Wolves fan. They haven't won anything and done anything in pre-season, won any games. The Wolves fans are a bit concerned. They've got a couple of Norwegians who could be in, show some interest, but they've lost. I ignore it. They've lost the guy to the Rags. I lost a few players. Everybody expects the Wolves to struggle for them finishing the bottom half this season. I think they'll give us a half decent game, but I think Man City's quality, like Reinders, Haaland, Oscar Bob, will be placed now. And I think we've just got too much quality, and that will shine through. And hopefully, for instance, our defence will remain solid. But I'm expecting a Man City 3-0 win. Anything else on the news front? That was interesting. ESPN, they were just showing Mikel Arteta, and Arteta, bringing up stats, and he was saying, well, we've got more points than we've accumulated more points than any of the top six. And it appears that that's a lie, because the team who's actually accumulated more points was Manchester City. So Arteta talking bullshit. But but other than that, Shane Guardiola's not fit, but hopefully he'll be back soon. Whether Rodri will get any minutes, maybe, hopefully maybe come to 15 minutes. Again, he's not fit. He's just got he's recovering. He's on his recovery. So there's a lot of absolute garbage what I listen to. From he's out for 6 weeks. No, he doesn't. He's out till September. No, he's not. But there you go. And Sierra Naipan going to Middlesbrough. So, but other than that, I'm predicting a City win 3-0. I expect we're going far too strong for them. Again, other games, I think the Rags will lose against Arsenal. But Arsenal have got to show a better mentality in what they do. Normally, have a good what's it called? A good record at Old Trafford, or very Old Trafford. Yeah, so for instance, but I'm expecting Arsenal. Hopefully, well, different. See, if Arsenal are a better team and Djokovic are a better team, then they want to win the league, they've got to go out and win. So all this nonsense about Arsenal, for instance, winning the league but they can't win at Old Trafford, come on. So I'm expecting Arsenal to win, but again, you never know. And United win, oh my God, it'll be in the back. Oh, well, God, honestly. But they've done nothing in the back. Again, is what Stevie Nichols said. They bought three forward players. They were bang gabbies last season. They bought 3 forward players. They still got the same defence, and they still got the same midfield. Okay, what was his name? Ex-Chelsea guy, for instance, Mount. He looks half decent, but he's never stays fit. So I can't. That's the reason why I don't believe in what United are doing. Aston Villa, Newcastle, going for that's gonna be a good one. A draw. Just gonna give Newcastle the benefit of the doubt. Get a draw or an Aston Villa win. Yeah, draw. I got 1-1. Brighton, Fulham. I'm gonna go for a Brighton win. A Sunderland, West Ham. You would go for maybe a West Ham 2-1. Things again, they'll still struggle. Sunderland, Spurs, Burnley. Gotta go for a 2-1 for Spurs. Get it over the line, but they won't be great. Man City 3-0. So there you go. But and then the next day we got the Rags, but we've also got Chelsea. We got Chelsea Palace. I'm gonna go for a Chelsea win. Because I think Chelsea are going to be a decent team this season. I predict them third. 2-1, 3-1. Forrest, Brentford. I go for 1-0 Forrest. Nothing fantastic. Guys, enjoy the game if you're watching it. For instance, I'll be a chat about it tomorrow. And so like and subscribe. Tell me what you think. Are you happy with my team? What's your starting 11? Are you convinced we're going to lose Savinho, Edison, and Rico Lewis? And what's your thoughts on that? But so it's going to be good. Premier League's back, yay! And Man City will win the Premier League title. I fully believe. Guys, True Blue Tie from Thailand. Take care. Love you. Take care. Speak to you tomorrow. Sorry. What have I said that for?